Yeah, so when you consider who is an entrepreneur, I would like to define an entrepreneur who has started a business, then organize it, and then manage it to its growth. Generally, by taking a significant risk at the start. That's how I would like to define who is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur, big or small, even a person who runs a small boutique or who is running a conglomerate, the entrepreneurs are the backbone of any economy. And if you do not support these entrepreneurs, the economy will not flourish or thrive. So that is why it is very important to focus on this area of entrepreneurship for any economy. There is also always a question or a debate whether entrepreneurs are born or whether entrepreneurs are made. People have various arguments on both sides of the coin, but generally I would say there has to be some sort of traits that in an entrepreneur you are born with, and of course if you do not enhance your skills and then round yourself, because nobody is born with all the skills in terms of whatever they wish to do, even a sportsman or as an educator in any industry. You need to enhance your skills, so you need to do some sort of formal education to enhance yourself, to make yourself a successful entrepreneur. But I firmly believe that there are some sort of traits that need to come with you within. It needs to come, you can't teach it, and some of it is the fact that you have to be have the passion. Whatever you do, you have to have that passion. You can't, it is never a job or never something you got to do. It's something you do it with passions. If you have the passion, you are hardworking, you have the dedication, and and staying the course. Generally, a life of an entrepreneur is always up and down. You're going to have good times and you're going to have bad times. So to be able to withstand those bad times and make sure that you ride that wave till you get back to the good times, that's where the passion and the dedication and the love of what you do will help you. And also a little bit of luck, being in the right place at the right time, having the right connections also might help you to be a successful entrepreneur as compared to the others. When you talk about what a government can do to promote entrepreneurship, I think the first place where we need to promote entrepreneurship is at school level. We need to teach our youngsters the importance of entrepreneurship and the importance of doing things to contribute towards the economy. Some people would like always to follow. I mean, you can't have everybody to be entrepreneurs. That's not practical, because as an entrepreneur, when you start a business, you need to have somebody who will execute your plans. So it's always a mix, but you need to create every generation, every batch of students coming out of school, university, has to have a batch who wants to start business and contribute something towards the economy. And that is where I think the government has to first start at the school level and the university level, giving a lot of incentives for these young kids to start something on their own, think out of the box, be creative, and do things differently. And the other factor where the government can do is to help young entrepreneurs to find funding. Also, there is a notion with a lot of people that you need to have money to start a business. If you see the biggest stories, the biggest entrepreneurs, they never had money to start any business. So they always started with an idea, a unique idea, and then along the way somebody came along to help. So especially venture capitalism, and the notion of venture capitalists in Sri Lanka is still not existent. So we need to find where maybe the government can create a fund to create these things. You sometimes will support 10 ventures and one might be big, and that is still big enough. So those are things that we need to do. And also, as an entrepreneur itself, coming back to the first thing, one of my advice, or if I could leave something with to the young and up and coming entrepreneurs, the focus and attention you need to give towards managing your finances is very important. A lot of people start businesses without looking at the finances, and then you go with behind the idea, you do your thing, and after that realize that your finances are not managed, and then you cannot move forward. So always make sure that you control and focus your finances, because that is your end of the day, whatever you do, you have to have your finances in order. So give some focus to that, and I think if we all work together towards this, and government, another final point I would like to add is what I would like to call control protectionism. If you have certain sectors in Sri Lanka where the local entrepreneurs are doing it, why not control it for that sector so that they can flourish? We are a small market, we can't compete with international imported items. So I'm not saying that we have to have a closed economy, but a controlled protectionism plan is needed to support these sort of entrepreneurs. So in closing, entrepreneurship is the backbone of any economy, and as a government, as a society, and at all levels in society, we always have to promote entrepreneurship. Thank you.